Good day. Today we're going to do lesson plan 1, grade 2, term 1. Note that this is a revision lesson. So the first 5 lessons are revision lessons of term 1. Uh, then firstly, you're going to look at the link that links to the CAPS document. You can pause and you can have a look here. Then the second preparation part is then your resources and dictionary. Um, check and prepare your resources for this lesson. And the dictionary, these are always words that we will give to parents or to teachers to help them to teach children mathematically and to create a love for maths. I want you to pause here. Okay, so we're going to carry on. So the daily routine is where we start then with the learner or the child. And we're first going to ask questions such as, whose birthday is it today? What is the date? What is the time? Describe the weather outside. Show me left, right, up, down. Let's stand up this time and show left, right, up, down. Who is absent? In school context, it's easy to ask who's absent. Maybe at home we can ask, is there a family member or somebody else that's not feeling so well? And we can give a number to it. Um, Then I want you to pause here at the daily routine and ask your child or learners these questions. Then with the counting activity is between the number range 0 and 150, and we're going to count in tens. Remember, with counting, we always have different steps. We first have where we count objects, so you need some concrete resources. Later on the lesson, will get some ideas because we need to count things in groups of tens. Um, then what you can do is you can go and download our SA Teacher Counting Library. It's on our SA Teacher EStore.co.za. Then after you use the counting library, we're going to recite numbers in a sequence. For instance, 10, 20, 30, 40, up to 100, so forwards and backwards. Remember, this part of counting is just the rhyme, where you use the concrete resources and the counting library that we call the representative level. Those are the type of counting activities that will help your child to understand number and mathematics. I want you to pause and do this activity then. Then with the mental mathematics, I'm going to give you 10 questions every day. Here we're going to subtract certain numbers. So what I want you to do is I want the learners to subtract this orally. And what you're going to do is then you can give them the answers by looking at the red. I want you to pause and do this activity. Uh, so for today, I'm just going to give you an overview first. What we're going to do is we're going to use base 10 blocks. Again, is you can contact us for drawings, or you can go to our SA Teacher eStore for what we call a plugin, where you have an electronic activity where you can do this. The most important part here is that if we take these 10 blocks to make counting easier, we put it in one rod. So we're not going to count these separately anymore. We're going to say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And then again, if I take those 10 rods and I put it in one block, it will give me 100. Then what we also do is we make use of number cards or flat cards. So we're going to take these cards. So when we pack out a number with the blocks, we represent it with the cards. Then for revision, we're also going to look at balls and boxes today. So I want you to pause then at this activity. This just to give you an overview of everything. The first 3 columns link to the CAPS curriculum. Here's then activities that you can do. You can pause and you can read through them. And then on the next page, I'm going to start to explain to you more in detail what you can do. So what we have here every time is what I spoke about previously, is where we have the base 10 blocks. So what we can do is we pack out a certain number. We ask the child then what's the number. So we're going to say there's 100, there's a 10, and there's a 8. So what is 100 plus 10 plus 8? It's 108. So you can do a variety of activities using the blocks. And then what we're going to do is we're going to represent it by using these cards. Um, Remember again, the focus is only up to 100. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take these and we're going to pack it out. We can pack out here 13 and then 12, and then we're going to ask questions and make statements. 13 is more than 12. You could see how we did it with the flashcards. 21 is less than 25. So these cards are very good in helping, because what we do is we take the unit and we place it on top of the zero, because children might still write 21 as 201 because they hear 20 and then a 1. Then we're going to complete number sequences uh, in ones from 0 to 100, tens from 0 to 100, twos from 0 to 100. At this stage, try to keep it orally. So in ones, you could just start from any number, say 50, carry on counting in ones, 51, 52, 53. Tens, let's start from 30, 30, 40, 50, 60. Twos, we can say 14, 16, 18, and we can carry on like that. Do it forwards and backwards. Then we're going to look at balls and boxes. These are ball-like shapes and box-like shapes. If you don't have balls at home, take a pair of socks and make it into a ball. Boxes you could find in your kitchen cupboards. And then we're going to do the worksheet. So the worksheet is then based on everything that we've done. We're going to look at the number board, and then we're going to look at balls and boxes. Remember, sometimes it's very difficult for the children to see it in a picture, so it's very important that they handle, touch, feel these type of objects. Then the problem solving, that's problems we've done in term 1. So on the SA Teacher EStore, you can go and have a look at problems and at the solutions. Then we're going to come to the consolidation. So the consolidation, if you read the statement and you tick all the greens, you can carry on with the next lesson. It means the child understood everything. Then the orange is where you gave some support, and red they didn't understand it. So if you have orange and red faces, you need to reverse certain activities, or you need to contact us at SA Teacher.